Hello, welcome to my channel, Bow and Arrow Tarot. Today we're going to be doing the weekly tarot reading for July 8th to the 15th for the sign of Scorpio. Our beautiful Scorpio's water sign. So, going to get right into it and get out your romance angel oracles. Right, your two cards. And if you've just been surfing the web and you happen to come along to this video, you're not a regular. Each week I do a tarot reading for each sign, and we take a look at the main event, the relationship in your life that's going to be taking center stage, right? It could be a job, it could be a relationship with friends or a lover, could be family, whatever the main event is this week in your life in regards to a certain dynamic with another person. We're going to look at that. All right, our beautiful Scorpios. I hope you're doing good today. Let's get this turned over. All right. We want two cards for our lovely Scorpios. Intense water signs. Right? Sign of reincarnation, transformation. Right? Show me. Show me. All right, let's see. Alright, Scorpio, your first card. Attraction. Love that one. Attraction and make the effort. Ooh. Are you attracted? Should you be making the effort? So should somebody else be making the effort? Right? We'll see once we pull your cards out. See what that all entails. Get right into the Rider-Waite deck. Rather, I want to say the Waite-Smith deck. Okay. Show me. Alright, sorry about that little cut there, Scorpio. My camera just cut off on me, so. Alright. Get right into it with your cards. We're going to pull one card, main card for your relationship, and then 3 cards for you and 3 for your person. And yeah, like I said, if you're not a regular and you're just stopping by today, I'd like to thank you for stopping by and checking out my video. Hopefully this will resonate with you, Scorpio. All right. Show me what's going on for our lovely Scorpios today. And for my regulars, you know how I feel about you guys, all right? Thank you so much, always, for coming through for me. Coming through and checking out the readings and leaving those wonderful comments. Thank you so much. So let's see what's going on with our lovely, lovely Scorpio. Show me. You know, I'm only here for you guys, helping you out, trying to, in a world that's quite cruel at times, eh? 5 of Wands, there we go. So, power struggle, right? King of Cups coming out for you, Scorpio. 10 of Swords coming out for your person, how you see your person. And 8 of Swords coming out for the relationship. This was just came out for Libra as well. Your person is coming out as Hanged Man energy. They see you as 8 Strength, Leo energy. And they see the relationship as Knight of Swords. Or at least themselves in the relationship maybe as Knight of Swords. Interesting. At the bottom of the deck, we have Queen of Swords. So Queen of Swords talks about cutting away the mask. Showing your true self. Right? When you can be who you are. Right? Truly who you are. When you don't have to hide anything about yourself from someone. And when you've learned in yourself how to be truly free. Like not to hide anything about yourself. To be totally honest and open and who you are. There's a sense of vulnerability there, but once you do make this decision to do that, there's a strength. There's also ability to see through other people's masks as well, so it's quite liberating. But yeah, this is all about, the energy here is about really showing who you are to each other, right? Removing any masks or, you know, not hiding behind any kind of false agendas, right? Or make-believe identities because of low self-esteem. You know, being strong enough and desiring to be as honest as you can and open as you can with each other, right? But at the very center, you have 5 of Wands. And that's a power struggle. Seems like almost seems like you feel like someone's either giving, like, throwing obstacles in your way. There's like a little bit of discord here, a little bit of arguing, right? A little bit of not being on the same page here. Sorry about any background noise. It's city noise. Five of Wands is bickering. It's one-upmanship. It's somebody, it's somebody kind of who's battling with you. Also, remember, power struggle, 5. So it's like battling with other people around you for who's going to win. Who wins the prize, right? So it could feel like you may be feeling like you're having to come up against a lot of other obstacles or competition in this relationship, right? There's a feeling of that, or it just could be feeling like there's a lot of bickering going on in the relationship, or there's a lot of kind of discord, but I don't really feel like that's it. I feel like more certainly would make the effort and attraction. I almost feel like you feel there's a lot of obstacles in the way of you being with this person, right? Because 5 is the number for power struggles. In Scorpio, I don't know that you want to be with someone that's a constant power struggle. So this more indicates not necessarily the relationship, this person. It could indicate the people around you, but we'll see. Let's see. It could be either or. Right now, you do see yourself as King of Cups, which is very much like, the man of the house. You are in a love commitment, right? You feel like, the husband, the father, the man of the house, the committed man, the married man, the man who wants to be in a relationship and committed, right? The man who, the King of Cups is the one who kind of locks it down, right? He locks it down with his lover. He's not the Knight of Cups anymore who comes running in and out. He's not the Queen of Cups who's just, showing her vulnerability and trying and mirroring, being vulnerable and bringing in their mate. He's the one who now has brought in their mate, and he does want the commitment and he wants to lock it down. So it's like a desire, certainly a desire of commitment in a relationship, and that's where you're feeling like you're at or who you should be. That's certainly how you feel in this relationship. You're identifying with the King of Cups, He's the one who, he seizes what he wants. He seizes his desire. He takes what he wants. He takes his desire, but he knows what he wants. He's clear about it, and he's committed, right? And he goes after his love, right? He doesn't want to lose that. He doesn't lose his lover. He doesn't let it slip through his fingers. He doesn't have that kind of wishy-washy knight's energy. He goes certainly after what he wants. Your person is kind of in a hanged man energy. So they're very much like, yeah, they're awoke. You've caught their eye. So they're certainly awoke, because the hanged man only shows up once you've waken up. It's not like an admonishment to wake up. You're already woke and you're realizing that, somebody is making you want to move out of your normal modus operandi, right? Could be that this individual has been quite stuck for some time. It could be that they're stuck in a certain way of dating, right? Or behaving when it comes to relationships, right? Could be that this person is not a very committed type of person. They might be a very kind of free spirit, stuck in their ways, in those ways, right? Which are kind of oppositional to what you want, but yet you've caught their eye, but they haven't moved quite yet. They're still kind of in their, they're still kind of in their bag, the way they look at, you know what I mean? And they realize it. They realize but remember, the hangman's quite comfortable. It's not like he's stuck and uncomfortable. The thing that, there's is this kind of misinterpretation oftentimes that the hangman is uncomfortable. In fact, he's very comfortable. He's comfortable in situations that the rest of us would normally find uncomfortable. But he's found a way to be comfortable in it and not to move, not to make any effort, right? He can, of course, take himself down and make the effort at any time. So this isn't a masochist, it's just that he doesn't feel like moving. He doesn't feel like aspiring to anything more until something opens his eyes and really pulls his desire, right? Pulls him, makes him feel like, oh, that's worth moving for. So you certainly have got them thinking that way, thinking in a way that, it's certainly worth considering coming down out of this sort of normal set of behaviors I'm used to for you, but they're not sure yet. You see them as kind of like the end of a long struggle, right? I think you may be either seeing them as coming to the end of a long struggle, right? You may have known this person for a long time, and you may have kind of seen their struggle along the way, because this is the card for how you see your person. If you're seeing your person as Ten of Swords, I think not only do you see you see them as like, and I believe, yeah, you may have known this person for quite some time because you've seen this path that they've taken, but also you see the possibility for a new beginning in this person, right? With this person, because Ten of Swords is the ending of a really long, troubled, difficult path, but it also signifies the beginning of a new stage, right? And a new you. And it's almost as if you've known this person long enough to see them evolve, right? To see them change. They're a different person than what you knew them to be before. And I think that may be part of the reason why now you're coming in as sort of like a king with this person. Because I think that you've known them long enough to see them through so many changes, and now they're kind of changing, right? Interestingly enough, they're changing, and you see that, and you I think you are really resonating with the person they're becoming, this new person they're becoming as a result of this. You feel a lot of affection towards them because, of course, you're embodying King of Cups. They see you as an extremely strong individual. They see you as being very strong in your emotions. You have very strict boundaries, right? They see you very much, even though this is 8 major arcana and this is a card for Leo, they're seeing that kind of strength that you have, Scorpio, that, that very Scorpion strength, really, that is like you're able to kind of control your emotions in a way that is almost the exaltation of Leo, I want to say. It's quite interesting, they feel you as being very like disciplined, right? That you have a lot of discipline over yourself. You have a lot of strength. I think they almost like are drawn to that. Certainly, I think it's that strength almost that's made them, that's kind of woken them up in a way and looking your way. Like they're so impressed by it, right? And you in turn have a lot of affection for everything that they've gone through in a way, because you've known them for quite some time, I feel like. You see the relationships as the 8 of Swords, which is quite interesting. Because 8 of Swords is kind of like the victim's card, right? It's the card that is like when you haven't set up proper boundaries, right? When you haven't been really, you're almost... 8 is also the number for restrictions, discipline, boundaries, right? Weaknesses. So this person is quite alienated in a way, as in their own kind of restrictive, because of their own restrictive behavior patterns, right? Excuse me. And it's interesting that you see the relationship this way. I wonder if you feel like this person makes you feel like a victim, or you feel like perhaps this person has been victimized in some way. And so that you need to help them somehow, perhaps. Right? I wonder if boundaries are an issue for you in this relationship because you're feeling such strong attraction to this person. Right? And so you're kind of wondering, like, where are the boundaries here, right? I mean, interestingly enough, like I say, this is my victim card. So this individual here usually is kind of like plays the victim, right? They say, I wouldn't act this way if you didn't make me feel so sad or so angry. I had to do it. This person doesn't really take a lot of responsibility for themselves sometimes, and they do alienate themselves by the way they behave. So it's quite interesting that you see this relationship like that. It could be that sometimes you guys just have discord, and it kind of turns you off. There's the 5 of Wands, right? This person may come across as kind of being, it may be that you feel like they're a little bit weak at times, right? That they should take a little bit more responsibility for themselves, right? Than they have been. And that you're expecting a bit more from them. They're seeing you as the Knight of Swords. And in this relation, well, they see the relationship as Knight of Swords, which is quite interesting. So that's really like, you know, coming in to save the day, to protect them. This is knight in shining armor. You know, it's quite interesting. It almost feels like this person is looking to you to be their kind of like savior in a way. This relationship to kind of save them, right? They're very attracted to you, though. They feel this kind of, like I said, they feel you know, a lot of strength in you. They also feel like this momentum from you, this forward movement from you, right? And seeing the relationship as Knight of Swords, it's like they see it as, you know, they see the relationship perhaps as something that will save them. And I think that that's why they're coming across to you a little bit with this victim energy, right? Because they're kind of depending on you in this kind of like real kind of, you know, oh, you're here to help me, right? You're the one who's gonna, you know, help me perhaps come down out of this, right? What I've been used to. So it's quite interesting, you know, you do feel for them, you care for them. The attraction is increasing, but there is this kind of discord. And I think that probably with Queen of Swords here, Queen of Swords talks about having those kind of honest conversations about things to really get to the root of matters so people don't get confused. People aren't kind of like I said, Queen of Swords talks about honesty, not hiding behind masks. You know, when you come before her, you kind of have to relent and just be truthful, because she'll see through your lies in a sort of way. So this energy is like clearing the air energy, certainly, getting down to the truth energy. And it could very well be that you guys need to have a conversation. You need to have a conversation with your person, because it may be that you're both not quite on the same, right? On the same page, all right? If they're seeing you as their kind of savior, this relationship is their kind of savior, and you're seeing them as kind of playing the victim all the time, yet there's attraction there, surely there's some miscommunication or some assumptions along the way that are being made, right? It may be that because of the attraction, you're second guessing yourself. It could be that you're being now like a little distrustful. You know, it could be that you feel like they're playing the victim card, but they're actually not trying to at all. Right? So that's what I'm saying. So here we get the understanding of why make the effort is here. Because it's worth taking the steps you're guided to take. Meaning it's worth having a conversation with this individual. Right? Because you're certainly attracted to them. They make you feel, you know, they make you feel like King of Cups. They make you feel great when you're around them. They make you feel sexy. They make you feel in charge. Right? They make you feel like, you know, you've got, you know, they make you feel like you've got them like all to yourself, right? They make you feel like top of the world, right? They give you all that self-booster. If you're a man or a woman, doesn't matter. If you're a woman, they make you feel gorgeous. If you're a man, they make you feel like you the man, you the best man, you have the best sex, all of that. So it's like they make you feel on top of the world, yet you have your suspicions. You feel like maybe sometimes they're laying it on thick. It could be that you feel like they're being a little bit fake. Certainly the victim card is someone who's kind of not really being 100% honest or truthful or stepping up, you know, taking responsibility sort of for what they say or do, right? It could be very much that you're feeling like, you know, well, you're saying some of the right things to make me feel like the King of Cups, but, you know, are you really going to step to the plate and do those things, right? You're saying all the right things, you're doing all the right stuff, but are you really going to follow through? Are you really going to be responsible? Are you really going to do all of that, right? So there's different type of emotions there associated, but they could very much be just things that you're thinking and aren't actually based on any fact, because they see you as being very strong, and they see you kind of, like I said, as their knight in shining armor. They also see the relationship with you as something that is, you know, they feel quite romantic about it. They feel like it's coming in to kind of rescue them out of their doldrums. But it may be that they're coming from a place that is not as nefarious as you believe, that is not so much fake but actually truthful, in that they may actually truly mean everything that they're saying, and they do truly want to be with you, right? And that it's not just like they're saying that to rub your ego, but they really mean that. So it's like, it's time to make this effort. You're attracted to them and can't help it. So you have to make the effort to have a conversation with them. Queen of Swords, if anything, Queen of Swords dictates having a conversation, an open, honest conversation where everybody lays their cards on the table about who they are and what they want. All right, Scorpio, I'm going to call it. This is your reading for July 8th to the 15th. All right. Yeah, if this resonates with you, sound off below. Leave a comment. If you're just stopping by and you're not one of the regulars or subscribers, thank you for stopping by. Also, sound off below if you'd like. If you want to subscribe, go ahead, then click that bell, because that way you'll get notified on all my videos, not just some of them. Otherwise, I love you guys. Have a wonderful week, and I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.